Yes, my people, a very good evening to you or good night to you wherever you are. Maybe you're about to go to bed, or you are already on your bed, or you are up from bed in the morning, wherever you are in Africa, in Asia, in Americas. Look, I'm welcoming you in a very good day, a very good, bright morning here in Malaysia, Southeast Asia to be precise. Listen, through it all, we are still strong. Chelsea is still strong, and I need you to be strong despite everything. Yes, I this morning or this hour, few things that took place during that match, we are still trying to analyze most of the things that happened, the game in general, and I'll still be bringing you more updates about what people have been saying about the game, the experiences so far, the pundits, what the players themselves have been saying, and the incidents that took place in that match. Looking forward to Burnley's game. We will have to digest everything. But right now, I want to give you few news, few update exclusives. One which you might not like, because I myself, I don't like it. But just hold on. Let me start from what the coach has said. As a Chelsea fan, I am interested in everything that the coach will say about any player. I am interested in everything that right now, so far, the direction that the coach is going, I think I am beginning to like it. I am beginning to like the direction in which the coach is taking the players, the stages that he's taking the players one by one. He made it very clear the players are very young players and they need time to progress. And so psychologically, he has been working on their brain. He's been working on them. He's been working on them. One player that he's been working on that everybody could see clearly was Modric. But before we go to Modric, let's start from Armando Broja. He was asked about Armando Broja, and this is what he has to say. That you could see Mauricio Pochettino's delight in Armando Broja's performance when he took him off in the 65th minute. A shadow withdrawal, giving the players lack of competitive football. As Broja came to the touchline, Pochettino greeted him warmly and grasped his hand. The head coach rated Broja very high. He rated Broja very high. This is from Chelsea FC, reported by Johnson Sports and Athletic FC. Look, I am glad the coach rated Broja very high. After the game, in one of my episodes, I made it very clear that his physics, his appearance alone intimidates opposition defenders, right? Good. And if the coach rates him very high, right now they need to just work on his conditioning. It is true that in January, we must go in for another top-notch striker. We must go in for there's no doubt about it. But right now, between now and then, I believe that he and Jackson, they can do a good job. The game coming over the weekend with Burnley, I am told Jackson's suspension is only one match. So he will be coming back in the next game. But even if he's coming back in the next game, I would have preferred we still maintain Broja to start the game. Let's see how it will happen. He's fit. He himself, he declared himself fit already after the match. So let's start Broja again next Saturday and see what will happen. He needs time also. He need game time to build his fitness on. Right. All right. We move on from there. According to Fabrizio Romano, and it's already in the news, Premier League released official VAR audio from Luis Diaz's disallowed goal versus Tottenham. You can see it on the screen. Those of you who are interested, you can click on the link and watch the official VAR audio. The communication between the referee on the field and the referee in the VAR room. Yes, the Premier League has released the audio because Liverpool demanded for it. Liverpool demanded for the audio communication between the official in the VAR room and the official on the field. Because I got confused when the first statement from the PGMOL stated that the referee in the VAR room thought the referee on the field had given the goal. If there has been communication, how he thought the referee on the field has given the goal? And secondly, if a goal was given, the referee in the VAR room should have seen it that the match was restarting from the center circle. But in this case, the match was not started from the center circle. Rather, it was started from an offside position. So there are questions to be answered. I honestly want to play this audio also. I've not yet played it, but I want you also to play it. and listen to what they had to say. The communication between the VAR official and the on-field referee. Play it by yourself and get the details there. Yeah. Ben Chilwell on Instagram story. Let me leave that. I will come back to that again because that is the sad news that I want to break, which I am really not happy about. But I will come to that. Levi Kowe on Modric. Levi Kowe on Modric. He said, Modric is a great player. He can be one of the best in the world. He's got everything you want as a winger and as a player. It's tough coming in from Ukraine to Chelsea. There is a lot of pressure that he may not have experienced. A different culture and other things together. This is what Levi Kowe had to say about Modric and his performances. Everybody understands where the player is coming from, and he came in at a time when the country Ukraine was beginning to have problems with Russia, when there was so much pressure on them. So last season, he might not be performing, but we should understand he has a family who are Ukrainians. He might have brought them to the UK, but yet he could not settle in well. Language barrier, cultural lifestyle, and everything is different. He is in a new environment from Ukraine to England. It will not be easy. Now that he's working hard, getting himself back, we can believe and trust that we have the best, one of the best wingers in the world. One of the best wingers in the world. Another, Mohamed Salah and how do you call it? Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, this one we are not letting him go. This one we are not letting him go. We are keeping this one. Frank Lampard on Modric. Frank Lampard on Modric. He said pace is a huge strength and technical ability when he dribbles. And his finishing. We used to train a lot, and he is compulsive finisher in a positive way. He's out after training and he wants to shoot. He's a very good finisher. I know we haven't seen that, but you have to come back and say that this young boy has moved into the Premier League and it's a different. This young boy has moved into the Premier League and it's different. The Premier League is different from the Ukrainian league. Lampard coached him last season, and so Lampard know all about him. Yeah. What we are trying to say is that Modric, we are yet to see the best out of Modric. We are yet to see the best out of Modric. And when everybody is talking about one player, you know Hazard? Yeah. When everyone is talking about one player, it means that there is something embedded in that player. Let's watch out for Modric in our next game against Burnley. There is one player that I will say he's an unsung hero. A player that we don't normally talk about. A player that played almost every of our games, yet nobody recognizes his efforts. I don't know if you can guess that. Let me know from you in that comment section. There's one player, nobody seems to be talking about his performances. We are as if we don't really care or we are not seeing it, but he's putting in the best in every game. I don't see him making so many mistakes. In fact, I can't remember one single mistake that he made. That player is who? I want to hear from you, from that comment section. Axel Disasi. He played, 9 games for us this season. He played 9 games. How many games did Chelsea play this season, the whole season? 9 games. Axel Disasi played 9 games for us this season. 7 in the Premier League. And then 2 EFL Cup. He played every single game, but nobody talks about him. I want to know what you think about Axel Disasi in the comment section. He is a great player. If you think I'm lying, go back and study all of our games. If you have the opportunity to watch the videos of it, watch him perform. But it looks like our mind, we are always on Thiago Silva, we are on Malo Gusto, we are on Ben Chilwell. We don't talk about Axel Disasi. When I am beginning to follow him gradually, and I have seen his stability in that defense. He is very stable. He doesn't panic when he receives the ball. He doesn't panic. He's not those kind of player that receives ball and panic and release the ball quickly. He's usually at the right place at the right time. Axel Disasi, go back and study his games play. We underrated him and we don't follow him. We are not studying his performances. But today, this video is dedicated to Axel Disasi. This video dedicated to Axel Disasi. Believe me, he is an unsung hero. Axel Disasi. Yes. All right, going to the news, which I don't want to talk about before I leave you, because I'll be coming your way in about 2-3 hours with exclusives again. Now, Ben Chilwell has been ruled out for at least 2 months for the injury he sustained. Ben Chilwell, 2 months. Yeah. It's just on a bad note for Chelsea. Every game, there's an injury issue. Every game, Ben Chilwell is out. Yeah. But the truth is that because Ben Chilwell is out, we are beginning to see players like Cucurella, the best out of Cucurella. We are beginning to see even Levi Cowell. One good thing is, if Ben Chilwell was to be present, we wouldn't have seen the best out of Levi Cowell. The goal Modric scored, most probably Modric would have scored that goal, because that position would have been taken by Ben Chilwell. Yeah. So it is said in every bad situation, there is always a positive in there. But it's just sad that another 2 months on the sideline. That means that we are going to enter November, December before Ben Chilwell will be coming back. My goodness. My goodness. Ben Chilwell will be out for at least 2 months. They said at least. That means that it could be more. At least 2 months. Yeah, at least 2 months. Ben Chilwell on his Instagram story, this is what he himself had to say on his Instagram. Can't catch a break, believe me. I'm more frustrated than you guys. All I can do now is help the team as best as I can from the sidelines until I can get back to giving everything for the club on the pitch again. Ups and downs, but that's just life. Just focus on getting this club back to where it deserves to be. Thank you, as always, for the love, Chelsea fans. That was the statement he himself released on his Instagram page. Yes, that is Ben Chilwell for you. My good friends, let me leave you here. In just about a little above 2 hours' time, you'll hear from me again. I am always at your service. Trust me. Shalom and peace.